Hello and welcome. Right, decisions. So I'm just checking to see how much silage we've got that is going to the BGA, and we've got 420 tons of that, and it's full, and it processes 24 times 2, so 48 tons of silage per day. So by my reckoning, there's an awful lot of there's months and months of silage. So I was going to do. Well, let's do a chaff harvest, but there's no point. It's just going to create more silage, and we really haven't. I sort of thought about what I was saying yesterday about putting up with the over the large 200 tonner, and it does go against the grain. So I'm going to do something about it. Yeah, we're going to go down the shop quickly before we start. Then we're going to harvest. I've got one of the. Yeah, I can't seem to get the second harvester. Might as well grab these while we're passing. Now then, are the animals okay for now? That's what I really need to know. They're in orange, and they're in green, and they're in orange. Yep, and we need to do it. We need to set the harvester going. I think one's enough. And I think because we don't need chaff, I think we're going to go seeds. We need to shift the seeds that we've got though. And I do think it's time that we went for a silo down at the yards that is a production stroke, not that we need. Well, yeah, I've also got that ready. I was going to do chaff, and I was just doing a bit of poking around to see, do we need chaff? But no, we don't. Let's move those seeds as well. I thought we were going to do I thought that was the plan. Obviously, that plan has changed. Yeah, so we're not going to need it. Well, no, we will. We need some. So let's grab one. And these can stay over here for doing the cornfield that has got corn in at present. So we'll tip these over the fence so that we've got some seeds over this way so we can top all that type of stuff. And we'll take two over to the other side because we have obviously got some. I know these. No, we took them back to back. It was there, but now it's not. Yeah, we catch up, Mr. Smith. Catch up. Yes, I'm on. Yeah, I'm gonna. I was wondering. I'm starting to post this now. I am. Obviously, the res is a little high. You do get used to it though, to be honest. It's. I'm looking on the video. It's quite a bit different, but you sort of soon adjust to how good it is. It's usually, and I did find that when we changed from normal TV to HD and even half HD and all the rest of it, you first looked and you were looking at the stippling on, stone like this. You were looking at that, and you could see that you sort of had to compare an old picture and a new one. But your brain's a really canny thing. It filters all that out anyway, so you very rarely really notice that kind of detail. It just looks good if it looks close to being realistic. What 4K really is that already? My old 4K was. Well, I don't mean it funny. I want to give my very best. This is true 4K, as in the top of the band 4K rather than. I think I'll just stick the top of the containers in this. I can actually grab them, I think. It's a nice. I was looking at the fact sheet Fridays and having a catch up at dinner, and so we're taking this back. I know we're going to lose a bit of value for the 200 ton, but I really sort of don't like doing that. If it's in the sales, legit, but it was a mistake, admittedly, but it's still a mistake that I don't like doing. I'll only accept it if it's in the sales. I have I can sort of say no still to that, but I just think, well, we need a trailer, so we'll have that, and that's the model that's on offer. And I do think it's true. I'm not sure I'm going to post it, but I've got an Avon Valley set where let's run that down to the shop, because this is the fastest tractor. As we all know, you can't reset. If you reset, you go to there, not to the shop. The even store deliveries does not pay any attention to, yeah, literally, if you do a reset, it's done it. That's weird though, you can have things delivered. Yeah, that is true. Oh yeah, because you're moving away from the shop. When you're doing a reset of the vehicle, it resets to the farm just where it is the reset point. So I thought, before we get started, let's clear the elephant in the room that I don't like. Let's get this sold and a proper 20-tonner. I'm trying to think. I just had a thought. No, we'll stick to the plan. So it's a bit late for them. We'll see what the, yeah, I mean, that's the other reason I often do the same, although it is true, where slurry tankers are concerned, I've only really got two real favourites. No, I was going to say one time about the fact sheet Friday. Let's stick to the subjects and start flitting from one to another. Yeah, I was looking at fact sheet Friday and I was flabbergasted at the extortionate price of the really expensive equipment, knowing normally it is very difficult to actually earn hundreds of thousands on a Let's Play. But I was also, at the same time, very nicely surprised by some of the low-end tractors. So it's sort of a mixed bag. The rice, you can have a planter and it's quite cheap as well. But I don't know if they've done any small harvesters. I doubt it. Giants don't tend to do that. But yeah, I was nicely surprised in some ways and horrified in others. So we shall see what we shall see. So I'm going to take this back. We may have to. I think we might have one delivered because we need to take the header. We know that we have that delivered. Yeah, we leased it last session, ready for this one. So it looks like the eye sort of knew deep down that we would be doing corn the old-fashioned way, even though I had another look today to think, am I right in doing that? I know that it's referring to, even though it's a little, and we will sell that for 465. No, it's dearer. Yeah, it is. No, that's right. It's not. So we're going to get ordered. Let's shift that as well. Let's put this in place. I think a little bit like it's not too dingy, but I'm going to enjoy once we've set the harvester going. I'm going to do the spraying, and I'm going to enjoy that with the Jan. It's a little bit bigger, but it's still not terrible. Yeah, that it would be if it was fully, completely unfilled. It would be rather ungainly to say the least. So I am nicely surprised by some of the things in FS25, and it's horrified at some of the others because, as I said, the other thing is, I do think if I've been toying with the idea of doing the hard economy, but I thought at the beginning when there's no mods, and really it's going to be hard to earn cash, and if you're going to if you're going to be buying some of these big pieces of equipment, you're never going to do that on hard economy. You're going to take forever to actually. What on earth? Why does it keep doing that? It's not. It is invisible though. It's not. It's true. It wasn't visible. Oh come on! Stop it! You know. You didn't. Yeah, we can actually just let it collapse now. We need to twizzle around so it's about right. Why is it collapse off? It's not too bad. Right, smashing. So I do think there's no room in the end for the. Yeah, so I think I will. Looking at what I can see so far from the fact sheet Fridays, although there are some very reasonable tractors, I think I might go for a more traditional start. Might still do a start from scratch as well. I might do a one map on a start from scratch, and I think the one map that everybody wants to see is the Asian map. I think everybody in the stock is going to do the Asian map first. And I'm sort of wondering, do I hang off on that one? And yeah, but I do like to be a crowd pleaser in that way. Yeah, even though I'm not, don't look to be a crowd pleaser in a lot of ways. Those viewers and subscribers who do view the channel, I do think if they are wishing to see that, they're able to do that as well. So I think, yeah, that one will be definitely on my feature. I do. I suppose I could do. Imagine this. If there are 3 maps, so I think it's 3, isn't it? Oxygen David's working on a map that obviously was going to be for FS22, but is probably now going to be for FS25. So if it's anything like Calmsden, that will be early on. But you can't. These are all just like crystal ball reading in a way. You can't say, because it's like putting your finger up to the wind and sort of say it's an educated guess, of course. It's not totally without valid, because the noises that are being made. Yes, the reason I'm doing this is obviously there's been an awful lot of traction on mod since everybody did Calmsden, because it's just such a beautiful map. But I thought there's a lot of things have changed. Things like the sin track weren't out, these big headers weren't out. There's lots of things were not available in the beginning of the game that are now available. The gravel. I think the gravel one harvester will go for the biggie, because we have got one that's really large and one that is quite normal. They both look the same, but they really aren't the same at all. C690, and so I think it's. Let's have a look. Let's not guess, because otherwise I'm going to grab the wrong harvester. So what is the biggie? The 700 and something, or 543? Sorry. Oh, there's not much in it though. So actually, it's S690 is the bigger of the two. And is that the one that's out, or is that the one that's in? It's the one that's out. So I've got it sort of ready. We aren't in a bad sort of place to actually. We can sort of zip-de-doo like that, because the real way, the back way, is just over there. So I think we will wait here, and this can lead, because we all know harvesters are terrible following. Those who have followed me, you're not always missing a lot, really. I've got to be honest. It's a bit of a mixed bag, and I suppose if you've got that, you would say that. Right, so no, that's not what I was after. It is that sort of what. Right, so we've got mats and the Jano back for what we do that beautiful spraying. But we need to go over this way anyway, so we're going to like sneak through the fields. I am going to time lapse this, because we're doing like two quite large jobs. Some trailer, which is also ready. No, I don't think I did. Or did I? I might have. No, I think I left it ready to tip, so that you all could see me actually doing it. No, I didn't. No, I didn't actually. I put it into I emptied that into there just before I was doing 2 on tools, if you remember, in the last session. So I'm not hiding anything that's in there. We do need to shift that though. There was on about a silo. It's sort of got to be clever now. It's sort of. No, that's not the screen I want to see. So epicenter. If you look at our, actually, the epicenter is here, actually at the farmyard. So it really is finding a place on the farmyard where we can put another silo. Yeah, really. So let's have a quick look. I might get rid of those fertilizer things, because I'm not going to use them. I never do. And it's I don't care whether okay, that's Oxygen David, you Wally. You'll not be able to delete or demolish or sell or anything like that. And that is definitely true. So then, with that in mind, can we? I can do that. The map objects hider. I don't know that Oxy will let that happen either. I haven't done this in ages. Actually, I've not used the hider mod for a long time. Quite sure you want to hide one. See, that didn't do a lot, did it? It took away the collision. That's good enough. That'll do. That will do. We can sort of now work with that. I'm just hoping we might have to go into the tree. Have we got a tree devourer? Have we got a tree devourer? I can't remember if we've got any forestry equipment. I can't recall. I think we leased. Let's have a quick look normally and see if we can put. Might have to be the small silo that goes there. We not that's jam-packed, so we can't shift that. We could sort of... I think we tried this before, shifting the trees did all sort of weird things. I seem to recall on another episode. So let's just have a look, silos. If we can only have the nick, it's only for moving things around, really, to make it easy for us to do that. It doesn't have to be the whopper. Right, so yeah, I've not because I'm being unfaithful, because I wouldn't say it if I was just trying to be. I've moved the Missy B ones because they are very large, and the ones by Nikki both do lots of things, slightly different rules. There's some slightly better things by Missy B's, but they are very, very large. There's not much choice to have a little one. Whereas this one, you've got this option. I don't think we can go for the medium one that's supposed to be small. Wouldn't matter if we... Yeah, no, that's just... It's really the grate. It's as flat as a pancake. We might have to do something with the ground. No, that is wrong now. Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. That's a monster, and it goes over the spawn area. So, and that's going to be fortunately visible. Yeah, it's, although we're hiding, it's going to look a bit silly. So it's got to be, if we're doing anything, it's got to be that, because that's going to hide it sort of to the best we can. Now I know I could have the gates visible all the time, but we could, I suppose, have those. That's not quite doable. Sort of turn that a little. No, the only bad thing is obviously that's not too bad, but the gates are still. It's going to look silly because the gates aren't going to shut properly. I suppose no, there's no gates there, but it is going to make it tight for going past if we have those giant things in the field like that. Let's have a look from the front. We've still got B mode on. Oh, spawn at the spawn area. No, it is. Yeah, it is. Oh, no, that's not. That's not really going to play around with too much. It looks very similar to Ox's one as well. I think that's probably going to happen. Yeah, it is, and it's the best one for us, really. It's a 400 ton limit rather than a. Let's just see. I should know better than to do where tractors. I just do not pay attention sometimes. Yeah, it makes weird chasms. Brilliant. That's not too bad. The real test would be to go over with the tractor. We may have to, I think what we'll do is a little bit of painting. We might have to destroy, but we might get away with it. It is sort of on the edge, so we'll do a bit of painting. We may have to do some new courses. We may just move that just a little bit, so that any new course will ignore that and go slightly around. So that unhide these now, so I believe it's Alt-H, Control-H, Shift-H, Shift-H. So let's restore. Okay, we should be able to hit them now. Yes, right, they're back. Not done anything. So, right, so I think we've taken that back. We promised we would have a 20 tonner delivered. But the other thing I thought was, it's about time we got clever as well with the distributor rather than faff around with keep running around like mad chucks. We could sort of use that, but I'd probably use the proper road. Let's just check that as well. Let's just see how bad that is. Yeah, no, that's fine. It really is. Around here. Yeah, that's actually far better than I would have thought. There's a little tiny bit of rippling here, so let's just do that now whilst we can see it. That's That's why I like to have a bit of a wander, because it's not always. Yeah, let's do small. Oh, it's not terrible. I mean, looking from that angle, it doesn't look like there's anything. When you're down on the floor, I always find it's a bit more than you actually think. Yeah, now that's spot on now. So I can't see it very little wiggling at all. So that's good. That's that job done, and that's across here. Now I have also named the sheep field silo into that, but I'm not sure if it's going to take effect now or whether it'll. I think you have to come out of the session. Sawmill small silo. It's a tiny silo, and I've renamed it sheep field silo. So no, I think you have to come out and come back in. Unless it's Oxygen David saying not allowed to name. I can't see it being there. That's a convention with mods themselves, so I can't see that being the case. Right, so we need this. And we need to get on with some work instead of chatting all the time. Yes, we do. It's true, on lights as well. It's a bit dingy. This is true. I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. this has gone on long enough. You can't be this stubborn. You've got to, like, yeah, it's... I thought it's amazing. I had a 12-metre one on Glenleithen that was really... And I thought, this one would easily be able to manage this one. But obviously not. We can't carry on like this. I know it's going to cost us. But no, even my monumental stubbornness is not... It's just tough. We're just going to have to order another one. It is. So we will ask the shop to deliver one. It's an 18, I would say. I'd sooner go, yeah, that'd be a little bit. Now I need to face this away if I'm going to do store deliveries. Because it faces the other way than you think. Right, okay. Oh, I don't know. Let's return that. Oh no, it's on camera, isn't it? Yeah, it's alright. I'm all of a dither now, because or a dither. Dither, I think, actually is the word. So corn header. Yeah, the 12 it can definitely manage, but we can see it's well and truly struggling with the giant 18 or 18.2 really. I'm wondering if it can cope with the 15. It's 3 meters. They do take a lot out of them. I mean, I've done a 12 easily. This is fairly flat. I'm going to go for it. I am. Store handling, no. These, yes. Fantastic. I'll try. If it's wrong, it'll have taught me a lesson, and that is that, yeah, sometimes we're going to have to completely do the course again now, which is, again, going to be very awkward. So that means I can't really set a single course. But it's true, you can't be this stubborn. It really is ridiculous. So then, field 23. Let's do this again, shall we? Create job. And 3 again. It will completely change the field, obviously. Save, activate. 15.2 meters. Yeah, I was going out the way thinking, if I leave it enough time, it'll be alright. Yeah, right, of course it will. Right, smashing. Let's leave that. Ask the shop to pick the other one later on. Yeah, my heart sunk when I thought, that should be ripping up that field. No, not really. No, definitely not. We've done... Now I realise I have been a bit of a wally. I have. It's. Can you see the pattern? It is amazing. Now, obviously, we've all seen this before, and it looks like a manure heap. But when you go in, it's actually a chaff. It's a bunker. No, if I did know that, I'd totally forgotten it. So we have got this. I wondered, why are we, with 150 animals, producing so much slurry? And that's why, because if you've not got anywhere for it to go, all of the manure turns into... So here's me saying, oh yeah, there's no manure, it's affecting all Let's Plays. Well, it will affect this Let's Play if you don't put a manure extension on. Do you know, schoolboy error? Schoolboy error. I was a bit, yeah, it's a bit of a shame. But it's the only thing with these things that only turn to the cardinals. If Bernie's was not, this is my favourite of all, it's still a pain for that one thing. I wish it would rotate properly, because I have thrown other mods out for that, because it drives me crazy. But I've never had this go so bad that I can't fit it anywhere, so that's why I've never got rid of it. Plus, which I'm a massive fan of Bernie's stuff, it is always cracking, so sort of, yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I really do wish you could rotate it properly, but it is what it is. So these are all completely done. Got a little bit left in there for tomorrow, and I think, yeah, it is strange, but straw pellets are usually quite slow to release. These used a hell of a lot of straw pellets. I mean, not that I'm complaining, because one of those bales does an awful lot of pellets, so you can't have it always. But it's just, it was a bit of a shocker. Right, so 7,240. Now we can, of course, because I don't think we've been sending any to the BGA, have we? Because we've not had the capability of sending stuff, plus which we didn't have the access. I don't think we'll have the access for long, though, is what I'm saying. I really don't think we will, but tiny silo is the one. Yeah, we want the small silo, which we will rename. Let's just set it going there. Tiny small silo. We've only got the one, so we're not going to get mixed up, but I will name it when we can. So we want slurry, tick. Oats. We were. It's true. With there being such a massive gap, there were quite a few things I said I was going to do that I actually didn't do or get around to. One of them was like sorting out partners. We've never done it, so we will. That one, obviously, now that can go to the. Actually, yeah, we won't. We'll leave it to whatever because it's got both the BGA and that to go to, and I'm quite happy if it goes to either of those. So yeah, that's going up. I was thinking, why is it taking such a when I hadn't looked at what was happening? Why is it like going up about 1% every 10 minutes? Well, that's because it was crawling around the fields. Yes, so we set that going. We should now. It just makes me laugh when you make a wally of yourself and you're like chuntering about something because it's a feature of the game, and actually it was down to. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can see why I made a mistake. I'm not like, yeah, and I do know this, having done many let's plays to hit, so that's important. But yeah, I do still feel a bit of a wally. Right, so well, we've got this bit of a chance. Where could we possibly put? No, I know. Yes, I do. Of course, we did say this. The original horse field. Now, we didn't do any horses there, but we put a shed here, of course. So we did always say, and of course we have got the hidden field. I think I did say that. But yeah, we haven't done anything as of yet. So we will do. Right, let's get rid of the store deliverers thing as well. So then, in that case, I'm trying to think. We've got. I mean, we've gone big and we have got a lot of oats. Let's just have a look at the time saving stock check and just have a reminder of what we've got. Yeah, 187 tons of oats, 120 tons of seeds. We need to get those shifted. We must remember the 100,000 litres of wood chips, whether we're doing well or not. We seriously need to do that. The clothes are building up nicely, ready for next year. How much storage does that have? I think it's low. Oh, 90 tons. Yeah, that's fine. The farm dairy is getting rid of, and we're not likely to grow. That's the one thing I am going to say. Our animals are as at their biggest amount, so there really is no. Yeah, it's not going to get any bigger. So oats, we could do the. Now bread does. Now that is true. Actually, there is a fantastic. I am going to go with the Omatana. It's not a monster. It really isn't. And we're going to go with this field this time. Yeah, and I'm trying to think of distribution places. Yeah, that one is okay, but we've got the sheep in the. I don't want to ruin that field either, so it is. We're going to stick to this one, and we have, of course, got this as an overflow. But I don't think we're going to. The Omatana's a bit of a. Does so many things. The farm factory. Sorry, yeah, I keep calling it the Omatana. It's the farm factory. It's a chugger because it's got many factories inside it. So therefore, it's not a beast. Like the Farmer Jeb's a specialist, and it rips through things because it is a specialist. So yeah, that is the bottom line. So what with the pipe, tube, chimney, that's more like it. Still not completely got rid of the original remnants, even though we were allowed to sort of, it looks like I'm going to have to do it feed. Oh no, it was, yeah, that still was a little bit, I think, or it could have been a tree or whatever. Let's try then, a bit closer to the edge of the field, like. Then yeah, but you sort of win or you lose. You've either got to back it and it's against the fence, or you go in the middle and then it's nice. But yeah, it looks like this time we are going to stick down I think it's in decoration. Now I used to have the ones by Thalber and I love them. He's answered a personal inward plea to actually stick those, but it got a strange grey that always made it look strange on the silos. So I have got another setting. I'm just not 100% sure. I still think they are in here. I haven't seen them. I think I have, but it's yeah. So there's some other grades. There's of course the original ones that are very tiny that look a little bit out of place. It's such a large one, but I have got some more. I'm just not 100% sure whether they're still in, yeah, where they actually are. So I apologise for dragging you through this. If it takes too long, I'll do what I'd be good to do, which is to stop the camera and then I will look through. If it takes 10 minutes, it takes 10 minutes. But we'll just go through this one, and if I can't find them, then I will stop the cameras and we will look elsewhere. So many packs in here as well. Now that's the original. Yeah, it is. That's AJ's fantastic original set. Rocks. Playing James back. Bridge. It's a long time since I've been this far. Yes, the pallet pusher, which I had on Zilonka, is brilliant. It really is. And the tarpaulins, I keep meaning to use these. So Farmer 5 top. Here we go. I did think it was. Loads Oats pack without cover. Yes. So we're going to stick that, and that is about right. It's a little bit more than I wanted to pay for. Because with, yeah, all my life. Yeah, it really is just. So, I mean, the Thalber one was hundreds because it was just for decoration. But yeah, I'm willing to pay that for the fact that it really does bug me a lot. It doesn't have anything. It just goes into the ground, and I know we sort of all know it's a game and all the rest, but it advertises that fact. It's as Mr. Silly P frequently said, it is immersion, and that's what it's really about. To try to make it look as realistic as possible. But still a bit there. Wow, I think we must give it a bit more intensity, or I didn't go far enough. Let's try it again one more time. And a little bit of intensity. Yeah, the line's going down a little. Now it's not. Yeah, I usually go by that now because it seems to be the best way for you to know whether you've actually done it or not. Yeah, there is. That was roughly where it was as well. So, yeah, that does not look too bad. I mean, you don't really want it perfect. You just don't want it to like rip you to pieces because it's just looks silly. Right, so then we now need to shift. How are we doing on the field though? Let's not get carried away. We can continue this over the winter. Although, yeah, that's fantastic. We will be fine. Let's have a quick now. Let's wait till the end. Let's grab. The one thing we haven't got a lot of. I was looking at this. Obviously, we've got the auger wagon. We've not got a lot of trailers, as in very little. We've got the one that we've used only for the animals, And we've got the one we use for the cows, or one we use for the sheep, and we've got the big 120 tonner. But I think we could really do with another one, if I'm being totally truthful, for like ripping around. I would say, that is true. Yeah, I do love the Red Rock. I do. By fast farming, I think that's right. Let's have a quick look. It is a real beaut of a trailer. I've even seen as well in the Factory Fridays that they've almost done an IT runner. They've got an Annaberger that's like a quite expensive, but it would be as a pack, brand new, of course. But yeah, there's the. I love these. I just wish there was a solid axle version. I mean, they are very reasonable, but it's still swivel axle. It's a bit of hard work sometimes to get it. Well, like when the Le Bourge is good. That's becoming a real favourite of mine for a good 15 tonner for 10,500 solid axle. But then there's also this one by Fast Farming, which is really becoming my go-to. I love the Omatana, but I've used it because there was nothing else in that kind of range. That's nearly 30 tons. It's tall with the big one on. It's still only 30,500 for a 44.7 cubic meter. Look at the grate at the top, so it can do forage too. It's very versatile. So I think we will go for that. Fantastic. So that's down at the shop. So I think we've got time to go grab it. Let's grab. Yeah, no, the fastest ones are all down here. We could borrow the truck. It should be able to take it. Yeah, I'm sure I did see this once before. I think that's ridiculous, Dominic. I could check. I could actually open the XML and see that it has, but I think it's actually got more connections on this because it can like hitch onto anything. I think it's even got a hidden 3 points because it is funny, but the PTO actually goes almost to the centre of the, unless it's a long one. I've seen it a few times and it looks like it's even turning on certain implements, so I would swear it's got a hidden 3 point in there somewhere. A bit like the 82 Studios has got a hidden 3 point hitch, which it does say in the reading. I'd forgotten. I often give it the universal lorry back. It doesn't need it. It's actually already got one that's hidden. You just literally approach your trailer. Obviously, it's got to be the right kind of hitch. This is a bit special. Ridiculous Dominic really has done an amazing job with this. He has. Now there is also a trailer though for the normal. The only reason I don't particularly like the normal kind of trucks is because there's only the bottom and that you can carry, and it is very limited. There is one, I don't know if I've downloaded it, but it does make them a little bit more useful. So I would at that point willingly try not just to have this all the time, even though I do love it. I could have this on every single Let's Play. If the Mr. CDP is the Santana, then this would be my choice of vehicle that I would have because it's just so useful. Yeah, so that's just, it is this, it will do this as well. You can see it's a little bit special. Why it's all connected as well, it's really proper. Right, do we need anything from down here? A trailer? No, I think this is not the right kind of trailer anyway. So we'll grab this and we will do some shifting. That is true. Where is the O's? Where did we stick them? I think we stuck them in the proper silo. So we just need to shift them from the normal silo into the production silo so it can send that to the Omatana. Or we go old school and we just look an absolute ton of it with a couple of the big augers. But yeah, because this is still going to be useful for many, many jobs. But we are using that at the minute, so I think we should just crack on with what we've got, and yeah, shift that from there to there and get the Oatana going for oats. The best kind of flour that there is. Yeah, although the Oatana is like the Farmer Gem in so much as she does convert it to pig food on certain recipes, so those that aren't the best, I think oats is quite. Now that the other thing is, I'll be grabbing these seeds out, so let's make ourselves useful as we're passing. Grab 44 tons of seeds, so if we're going to do quarter seeds, then we really do need to, wow, there's that much right now. Seeds, I believe, yes. You'll stick this into that production zone, because then we get. Now, Nikki doesn't like you selling from hers, and I can respect that. Now, I do normally do it from normal factories, but we will shift it properly from the Nikki, because you lose 20%. It's a massive hit. It really is not worth doing at all. It's too nasty a hit. It's just risk. 20%. It's just way, really most of your profit. So yeah, she does insist that you don't do that, so we will not do that. It's just funny, I had never thought of I mean, I do from normal factories, but I hadn't from this, so I was sort of lucky that I had this. But yeah, I've never really tried to do that, to sell the rest of that barley as well. Right, let's send the oats then, and let's switch the amateur. Ooh, Ray May have that finished. There's a bit of cleanup there. I think that is about it. I think we're going to do this strong on another session, if I'm being totally truthful now. We could also run some of the bales over to the tiny silo. It's only across that our hidden field. Well, it's not hidden anymore, but yes, I thought so. Saw on the minimap we missed some. It'll be. Yeah, here we go. Where did you? Thought so. Steps need to be facing out, and then. Now then, it'd be interesting to see which one this is. Some of them like you to have the header selected and in the middle. Some of them like the header selected, but it's got to be low. So, yeah, it's a bit. There's only one. Yeah, it is strange. There's about at least 3 or 4 different bits that you've got to do. I think either the Russell mash. Just literally press power on and it just puts the header down, so from a middle position it's fine with you doing whatever you like. And then a lot of them, like they'll say that's nice or made it, you're lucky, very lucky. And then a lot of them like it like that is still struggling a little with this. 6 miles an hour, so a 12 metre it would be perfect because it would rip around the field very, very well. So yeah, it's not bad. I just wanted to sort of have a look, because I sort of have worked out quite a bit. 310 horsepower range is very good to a 12 metre normal header. Yeah, I've literally tried. Yeah, basically the standard Deutz that we often get as a starter harvester. That was the other thing that was interesting. There's a massive harvester that's quite reasonable. I would imagine it looks like it's going to be the starting harvester. You know, obviously the Deutz has been the starting harvester most of the time, apart from like Jim did the Russell mash, and a few others do the Russell mash depending on the map. But a lot of people on a slightly larger farm often go for the Deutz. race. So top liner. So it'll be interesting to see if that little Massey that we're seeing. Oh boy, is the John Deere expensive? God, a penny. A harvester, it makes you wince with it. Really, really. Some of the tractors are as well. My favourite John Deere, it's we've got that very John Deere there. That's the one, I'm sure. The newer one, of course. But it is so expensive. Yeah, I think if the sales exist, I think that's the only time we'll ever afford one. Well, you can't, I suppose, yeah, it's true. Yeah, I'm going to go a normal economy to begin with, so that, yeah, probably go new farmer start on one, and yeah, just like, I'll see about starting from scratch. I'm going to do the new farmer first. I think we'll do a new farm on the rice, so that, as I was saying earlier, it's yeah, everybody would like to see that, so let's give everybody what they would like. I mean, I'm going to do a start from scratch too, but we should choose which one we're going to do. Or it could be one of those things that you yourselves choose for me, when we all know what's what. Yeah, it is one of those things that I would willingly let the new viewers and subscribers decide which you would like to see what. Whether you'd like me to leave the start from scratches till later on. I try to not just do what I like anymore. Yeah, it's only fair. I do still prefer start from scratch. Like live. I have got quite to enjoy the new farms, really a lot. So yeah, we'll do this next time. We've got those here. How much did we do? 90 tons. Brilliant. So I think we're going to leave it there. Crack on next sessions. Yeah, let's have a bit of smashing the seeds, and yeah, it reminds me. Yeah, obviously now when you eject lime, you don't any longer get those boxes that balked me for about 6 months solid. So, and I didn't remove any mods. It just, yeah, no, that's true. That's not. It's weird when the textures are really high res and you go higher than the res, then it makes them look a bit poor. Now that is the worst texture I've seen so far. That it doesn't look quite right, whereas these plants are quite good in this sort of resolution. So the meshes are, yeah, there's not a lot of difference though, but it's just more cool. So I think we'll leave it here, and I think next session we'll get cracking with the seeds again. We're going to do very well out of the seeds. I know it may be a bit boring. At some point, is there anything we can do in the farm factory with corn? Let's have a quick look before we decide that is the course of action we're going to take. I think it's the last one. I'm not sure how it works. No, it's not. It goes where it wants. It has gone where? Here. Fantastic. So we also may go into some potatoes, I think. Yeah. So we have, what would corn flour? It does produce pig food. Oats produces just your gain on your flour. The bread again goes to pig food, so there's very little. It's very, very weak. It's only 4.5 tons, but that's not all. There is these bread rolls, which now these, strangely enough, are quite good. Yeah, that's 1440 times 12, or you could say the finished thing, if you multiply 1440 by 10, is 14,400 litres, and the baguettes likewise are the same. So that is quite considerable, really. And obviously there's a bit of gain because you're gaining 2 from the water on both, which is quite amazing. This, we could have a go at the muffins as well, but we would need some sugar. It was all cereal crops, so we did. I think we'll do the corn for flour too, and we'll get some pig food. We could go into pigs, but I think we'll stick with what we've got. I'm quite happy to do what we've got. We're going to leave it there, and next time we shall crack on with that. So what remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you will stick with me on this journey. And just as the rain starts